How gorgeous that is. Who are we?
My breath away.
Emryn House. I know. I'll be out the window. We'll be fine. We need to focus. This is the only time we get to show these, so it really is exciting. The 3-pack of lanterns, these were here last year in a 2-pack. They were a huge customer pick. Everybody loved them. Emryn House has brought them back for you in 4 different colors, all in those 3-tier tapered heights, and the candles themselves are tapered in height as well. And I love the scale, because nothing matters more right now in decor than scale. And usually it comes with a scaled price. So usually you would have something at that tallest, which is just shy of about 24 inches, like 23.5 inches. That would usually be the price for maybe just that one piece, because they're metal, they're glass, they come with the candle, and it's remote controlled. But we're also including the medium height, which is around 19.25, again with the candle, has that remote that works for all 3. Very realistic looking candle there. And now, for the first time, we have a third, just shy of 16 inches, and all 3 of them together creating that rule of thirds. They're just beautiful. You can break them apart if you'd like. They will finish a mantle, they will finish a tablescape, and what I love, I had these in my wedding, I love how versatile they are if you start them as your foundation piece. So you can put a little holly at the top, or nice little multicolored bow for Easter time. You'll be using these year-round. You'll never pack them away. This is, oh my goodness, the bronze is so pretty.
Oil rubbed bronze.
Yeah, it is. It almost kind of reads like a rust in person. I'll say it's very, very wonderful and rustic, but you'll know when we come to my favorite. It'll be pretty obvious. This is the black. It is a matte black, very on trend, beautiful if you do have more of a modern or even a farmhouse aesthetic. The white's great, beachy, fresh, lovely. Let's move, there's the bronze, and right there at the end is my favorite child. She is called the brass. The brass is the most popular. Everyone loves them because you're getting all 3 home for around $6 and change each on Flex.
And this is real beautiful metal, and it's also weather resistant, water resistant, so you're able to put these under a covered porch, so you don't have to worry about the rusting or the weatherization. And the other thing you're going to love about these too is, do you see they have this little, so if you wanted to hang them, you can hang them as well. And like you said, for the very first time we have 3, but not only do we have the graduated from 23 down to 16 when we're talking about the actual lanterns itself, the candles are graduated. So I have last year's version, and I have a 6-foot table, and I have 4 of them up and down on my runner on my table, and I love it. It's been the longest I've ever kept a tablescape in my life, because I love it so much.
And they're so year-round.
Yes, they are year-round.
Absolutely.
Right, exactly.
Maybe we can even get the lights down a little bit so you can see just how wonderful this glow is. Not all flameless candles are created equal. We know that here, and we have some that when you are able to see them in person, thank you so much, you can tell, oh, that has that realistic glow. But then when you add the glass element, that's when you get that cathedral feel of just the romance that can really only come with light and glass.
And real glass.
Exactly.
Real glass. It does make a huge difference. It does come with a remote as well, which I love. It comes with a 2, 4, 6, 8-hour timer on the actual remote, so you can set these up high if you have, I have very tall windows. You could put those in a window and still turn it on and off from the remote. And it will automatically set, so those are automatic timers as well. And then you can control how dim you want. So let's go way low, and you can have them very, very low and romantic.
I'm sorry, that
Or you can
shot,
go up high.
it's like, is this a Boyz II Men music video? That shot was
Oh
so good. Jared, great shot. Okay, it's just beautiful.
It's stunning. It truthfully is. It's probably my absolute favorite product. And remember, I got it when there was a 2-pack. And that when it came in a set of 2, I do want to tell you, it was a huge customer pick. People got it home. Everything is finished. They even have a little door that you can take. So I'll show you. The door is glass, and it is all metal. A padded bottom, so you don't have to worry. But the little door is so cute. You take it up and you open it.
Look at that!
And then you will actually be able to remove the candle itself. And this is where the AA batteries go. It's just AA batteries.
I love it. I'm over here by this one, kind of just to make sure that our shots were easier. But I have the brass next to the bed, and I know the brass, again, is very popular. This is our weekly deal drop. We have tens of thousands of products here. We choose maybe a dozen or so each week to put on this sale. So we do have around 25% off of the price. But as you can see, each one has that little metal handle here. I just did my nails. There we go. So you can open it, beautifully. And this is the price of one. And I know that again because I purchased many of them for my wedding and they were around this price for one, but you just can't sacrifice when you're looking for glass and metal. You could even keep the little doors open. How beautiful are these? Remember, you're getting all three. So this one is about 19 and a quarter. This is about just shy of 16. And here is the grandfather clock coming at just under 2 feet tall, and all of them under the base. She said they're padded. They're like a velvet. It's a velvet padding. So your furniture, your table, you'll feel wonderful putting them down wherever it may be because they're fully protected, and metal all throughout and glass on all 4 sides. Beautifully created, beautifully crafted. Comes, of course, with those candles, and getting them home for under $20. Remember, if you do choose the brass, that is the most limited option as well. I can't figure out why. I knew everyone was gonna love it. They brought in the least of them, so that's the one I would act quickly on if you do love that brass. You could even hang these, Rebecca.
You do, we do have that. You're able to hang them if you want. And the other thing I wanted to point out is the importance of the actual candle itself being multi-levels. So the very tallest candle is going to be 13, the medium is going to be 10, and then that smaller candle is going to be 5. And the reason that's important is that so many times when you get these, the candles are the same. So it doesn't matter if the actual lantern is graduated in height, your eye is drawn to the same level. So to have that elevated detail of the candles actually being multi-leveled as well, that's what's going to give you the dimension. So you set these together and there's just a dramatic, beautiful, romantic flair. They're all different sizes.
I want you to think about your mantle. What do you have that year-round on your mantle makes it a wow moment when you enter a room? You know, what is there on your front entry table where you have your catch-all, where your keys go? What is right in the center of your dining table that maybe you don't use year-round, but you'd like it to still look nice? Those wow moments, this is how you create them, even if you're not someone who fancies yourself as a design expert, because all of the details are done for you. The rule of threes, perfected in the brass, the black, the white, or of course the oil rubbed bronze. I love them. I just love them. It'll be another customer pick.
And
Rebecca.
one of the things I want to point out too is the actual flame itself. You can remember they're flameless, so you don't have to worry, but you can mold those to be off whatever distance you want them away from each other. You can mold those as well.
They're so pretty. And you could put your other candles in there or use those in other candle holders because they are, of course, removable. So I love that. It's time to move on to everyone's favorite sheet sets.
Oh my gosh, people have been loving.
You guys love them. You have great taste, I have to say, because they're just hit after hit of colors. You cannot go wrong. Usually